Hey Crafty Peeps, let's get into some patriotic DIYs. I saw these two pieces in a Target dollar spot haul and I was like, I need to find these, but my store didn't have them, but it was no problem because they were on the website. I don't know if you know this, that you can buy Target dollar spot items on the website. They don't always have them in stock, but a lot of times they do. So I picked them up and I am going to make them over. Before I get started, I wanted to show you this cart that's in my craft room. So it is a three-tiered cart, plastic cart from Target. I want to say it's $15 or $20, and then with little organizers from Dollar Tree. And I use this every season. So I go into my tub that I've put away for the seasons, and I pull everything out, and then I have all of my embellishments and projects that I want to make all ready to go. So I've pulled a few pieces out of that cart and I'm kind of playing around with what might look good on this American continent. I can't think of like map. I don't even know what you call it. So anyhow, I have this little United piece from Joann's. I like to pick these up after the season. They're usually like 30 cents, 60 cents. So I painted it red. I painted some white stars. Those are from Dollar Tree at Christmas. And then I just went around the border of this land piece. Why can I not think of what this is called? Anyhow, I went around it with blue and because it is raised up, and then I just glue these down. That's it. It's such a super simple project, but I just really love how clean and high-end it ends up looking. And I just taking my wood glue and painting it onto the pieces and gluing them down, and then that project is complete. Okay, so since the star has a kind of raised border, went ahead and traced it, and then I went 1/2 inch all the way around so that my paper will be smaller than the star. Once I get that all cut out, I'm going to use that little brave piece. I almost used it in the last project, and I'm just going to color it with my chalk marker. And as you can see here, here is the star that I've cut down lower, and you can see the brown in the back, which I really like. I'm just going to glue it here with a glue stick. I'm going to take that little whitewashed star ornament that I picked up at Hobby Lobby at Christmas. It came in like a pack of 4 for like $2 or something. That was a really good deal. So since it's an ornament, I'll just cut off that little loop there, glue it down, glue the brave down. Again, a super simple project, but I think it looks really high end and I love kind of the farmhouse look that it has. Another item I picked up at the Target dollar spot was this acrylic sign. It is $3 and I think it's about an 8.5 by 11 size. And then you can see the little legs there. So I'm going to start off by using my chalk paint here, and I'm going to paint just a square here at the top. Now I'm painting the flag backwards because I'm going to flip this over. So I'm using just really light strokes. I want it to not be solid. I want it to kind of have that rustic look. And so I'm just going to paint it like that. So the blue is a new product from, I shouldn't say new product, but new to me. It's called, the brand's Hello Hobby, and I picked it up at Walmart. And the color is vintage blue. And then the red is just Waverly Crimson. So once I get these stripes painted on here and it dries, I will flip it over and decorate. Now I've seen other projects kind of like this, and then they flip it over and they use their Cricut to, put a saying or whatever on it. I've seen these for weddings and baby showers, which are really cute because you could put like welcome with the baby's name, welcome Mr. and Mrs. You just paint like kind of just a color on the back. I just really think it looks great. But I wanted to show you what you could do if you do not have a Cricut. And Dollar Tree always has really great window clings. I love their window clings. I like to use them on lots of different projects. And since this kind of has that windowy texture, you can just put any of these designs onto this acrylic sign. Super easy. I'm going to go ahead and use this one at the top. I think it looks really rustic, and you can place it wherever you like. And the nice thing too is you can place it, and if you don't like it, you can just peel it off. I have some of this star ribbon. I do believe it's from Joann's. Again, something that I pick up at the end of the season. All my ribbons, it's very rare that I will buy a ribbon during the season. I always am getting them after the season because I want to get them for really inexpensive. Here's another window cling, and I just liked this star, so I put that over there. And then lastly, this cute little blue star ribbon. I just felt like it needed something more at the top, so I just sort of weave this through, and then this project's done. Now, the video cut off when I put the little feet onto this sign, but it's pretty self-explanatory if you pick one of these up. Again, remember, if your Target Dollar Spot does not have these, check the website. It's really nice that you can just add it onto your order, and if you have a red card at Target, then you get free shipping. All right, and then now this project is complete. I've been wanting to cut out a 3D star, and so I looked up like what are the angles of, the inside of the star and the outside of the star, and I found this great blog post, which I will share below, on how to cut the wood out. But basically you're gonna make a jig. So you're just gonna take a piece of like thick wood like I am here, and you're gonna cut it at 45-degree angle. Then you're not gonna move it. You don't wanna move your jig, okay? Then you're gonna move your saw over to 27 degrees and cut, and that's going to give you an 18-degree. Then you'll remove the jig, and then on the other side just do a 36-degree. So you're going to need 10 of those. This is what it looks like when you've cut all the angles. And now I'm going to make the inner star. So I just copied this off of my printer. You can see I had to piece together the papers because I wanted a large star. And then just taking my jigsaw, I cut around the star, and now I have my center star. Now this is a piece of scrap wood that I got off Facebook Marketplace, and it already has this kind of cool shiplap look on the backside, so that was kind of a win for me. But again, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I go ahead and I sand all my edges to get it nice and clear. Now I'm going to take my Gorilla Wood Glue, and I'm going to paint it onto all of my angles and glue my whole star together. Once I get my star all glued together, I'm going to use some wood filler in between each joint there. Take my sander, sand it down, and then it's ready to paint. Again, now I'm going to paint my big star, and I'm just going to use my Rust-Oleum and linen chalk paint, and I'm going to dry brush across this sign. And now I start out with a very light hand because I'm really not sure how much of the wood I want to show through. So as I go light-handed and see the whole picture, I decide that I want it to go a little bit heavier, and so I will go ahead and dry brush that heavier. Now on the star, outside star part, I will go ahead and use that same vintage blue color that I used on the earlier project and paint the whole outside of the other star. Okay, and now that everything is painted, I'm going to flip this star over, and then I'm going to attach chicken wire. This is true chicken wire from a chicken coop that was left over and given to me, and using my crown staple gun, which you can use a regular staple gun too, I staple that to the back. Now there's going to be some sharp edges on my back, so I want to finish it off. So I'm taking 1/2-inch strips of felt that I'm cutting down. I will need 10 strips because again, the star has 10 long pieces. And then I will glue these down to the back over the sharp pieces as you see here, and that's just going to give it a really nice finish, and no one's going to poke themselves. It's not going to get stuck on anything on your other decor. It's just a really nice way to finish off the back of this star. I really love how the chicken wire looks, how farmhouse. Okay, so now I'm going to decorate my inner star. Look how beautiful these ribbons are from Dollar Tree. I'm Very happy with them. There's no glitter. They're very farmhouse. And I'm going to take these two tags from Hobby Lobby. You can buy a pack of 10 in their party section for I think about $4. You don't really need those for this project because I'm covering them in this ribbon, so you could just use like cardboard, or you could use like poster board. Any of those will work too because you're just covering this whole thing. But since I had them, I decided to use them, and look at this ribbon is absolutely the perfect size. So easy to add these onto the tags. I'm going to use some Mod Podge and stick them down. Then I will have to cut a hole, the hole back into the tag and put the strings back in so they become tags again. I will put those down on the star. And then taking some twine from Dollar Tree, I'm just going to wrap it around the star, and then I will have to glue as I go because since you're kind of wrapping it around an angle, it's going to slip. So you're going to have to use quite a bit of hot glue to keep that in place. I just want to take a second here and welcome you to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stick around by hitting that subscribe button. And if you've been with me, I sure appreciate that you are back to watch another video. I also want to invite you over to Instagram. I share lots of things over there like hauls and different projects and a lot of my personal life as well. My name over there is $__mom. I hope to see you there. Okay, so once I get my star finished and decorated, I'm going to flip everything upside down. And here, see, I'm using just a regular staple, and I will staple the inner star onto this chicken wire. I really just used one staple on each end. I'm going to do one last little embellishment here, one of these little wood stars in my stash that I just color with a marker. This was a twine little bow that I had pulled off another project. So I'll just glue that down along with the star, and then this project is done. I am over the moon with how this turned out. I just love it. I love it. What do you think? It's super farmhousey. I almost want to keep it up all year because I just love how it turned out. You do see a couple staples there on the front. The chicken wire was kind of pulling it back, and so just for some extra security there, I did staple the inner angles, and I actually kind of like it. It just adds a little bit more industrial farmhouse look. So I super appreciate that you tuned into this video. I hope you enjoyed these easy projects. I know the last one was a little bit more advanced, but Anyhow, I hope that you have a wonderful 4th of July, and until next time, happy crafting!